Hi, this is Prakash here. I just thought of sharing a very interesting story that I read about a salesman long ago. He went once to a shoe shop and he wanted to buy a pair of shoes. The person at the counter took his measurements and then told him, "Sir, your size is 8 inches or whatever, 8, and you need to buy the size 8." The salesman looked at the person who was selling the shoes and said, "Please give me 7.5 size." The person was confused. "Sir, at 7.5, it will be a very fit. You will not find it easy to walk." The person insisted, saying, "Please give me 7.5. The person who was selling the shoes could not understand why he is pushing to get a 7.5 when the actual size is 8. And after wearing socks, it can become much more tighter. Okay, they went through the process. He chose the color and then he packed, and he was about to leave the counter. The person asked him, "Sir, I'm very curious." So the salesman asked, "What are you curious about?" "You know it, I know it. We took measurements. The size is 8, but you still insist on taking half an inch or 7.5 as your size, and you're packing and taking it. You paid for it. It's yours now. Would you mind telling me why is it that you chose a shoe which is 7.5 in size instead of 8, which is your actual fit?" He said, "Look, my dear friend, it's like this. I get up in the morning. I just wear my dress and my shoe, and as I am supposed to leave, I get a rundown from my family members, my spouse, my parents, and even my kids. I make my way to the office. The first meeting of the day, I get a firing from the boss. The day goes on like that. My customers find fault. Wherever I go, I have challenges. And when I finally come home, when everything is so tight and frustrated, as I remove the shoes, which has been really constricting my movement throughout the day, that relief that I get when I remove the shoes is something that I just cannot describe in words." Many of us are going through such a situation during this lockdown. There is no one single business which has not been affected world over, including India. Not many exactly have a crystal ball to look into and say when our businesses will be back on track, when our cash position will become okay, when our strategy for relaunching a product will fall in line. Somebody is saying it will take 3 months, somebody is saying it's 6 months, somebody is saying it's going to take 12 months, a year, more than a year, and things like that. I just thought that I'll lighten it up by sharing the story of this salesman. We are all going through that life of the salesman who wore that shoe which was 0.5 smaller in size, bearing it through the day, just waiting for the end of the day when he can remove those shoes and feel the sense of relaxation, so that the rest of the evening and the night is far better than what he went through the day. The grinding, the pounding that he took. The lockdown is about to end. Businesses are slowly opening up. The toughest period is already gone. They always say that just before sunrise is the darkest period. The light at the end of the tunnel is just around the corner. These words are to tell you that, actually speaking, it is just another week or two before you resume your business. Slowly, you will be able to go through this phase which is known as this stage of survival. It could take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, depending upon. There are some tough decisions you will have to take on several fronts: products, collections, inventory, staff. So many areas you have to take tough calls. Balanced, tough decisions have to be taken. Once that phase is crossed, you will see that you will be able to stabilize and then surge ahead. Like the salesman, many of us, whether we liked it or not, have been dealt with a shoe called life, which is 0.5 smaller in size. We didn't ask for it in this case, at least. It came on us without us inviting. Nobody would have wanted to go through what we are going through. Yet we are almost done with it. 2 to 3 months. Really hats off to all the business people, all the team members of several organizations who have gone through this to be back on track. Almost there. Some organizations have even restarted, actually speaking. It's only a question of a little bit of a time. Hold your breath. You're almost there. I just thought I'll cheer up by sharing these words that you are just there when, like the salesman was about to enter the home and remove the shoes. We are going to make it, and we are going to make it big time. We are all in it together. Take the support from anybody, including us, if you need help in making this process simpler for you. I wish you the very best. Thank you.